All right, so a recent subscriber hit me up in my DMs. I'm finna do a series on this. I guess you could call this DM me if you have any questions in regards to PC builds and, what do you think about purchasing with like budget builds, etc. Okay? So one of my subscribers hit me up on Instagram. By the way, go follow me on Instagram at Natepushweights, Instagram.com/Natepushweights. And he said, his name is Nathan Taylor. He said, I am buying a PC for gaming as a budget around $800. Do you have any options? And then he sent me a link, a Cyber Power PC link from Best Buy. It's a Cyber Power PC. It has a Ryzen 5 2600, 16 gigabytes of memory, and also a 1660 Super. And then he said, is it worth it? When I get this, is it worth it? It's going to come in stock soon. Do you think I should get it? I said, kinda. And I said, hey, stay tuned. I'll make a video next time. And he said, okay. So let's look at your PC, Nathan. By the way, me and Nathan have the same name, technically. My name's Nate. CyberPower PC. I currently don't really think people should buy from them, but go ahead. I think they're a little bit overpriced. Now, Best Buy is the actual third-party seller for this PC. So Best Buy PCs, I also wouldn't buy from there too. But in regards to a PC, now this PC, like I said, it has a Ryzen 5 2600, 16 gigabyte of memory, and a GeForce GTX 1660 Super. Okay, 2 terabytes of hard drive space storage, and a 240 gigabyte SSD. Not bad. Everything looks good. Okay. Me personally, I would not buy this as a starting PC. I would not buy it. Just because I think it's a little low end for me. Now, if I was trying to purchase a PC that is technically not really considered a high-end PC, but close to being a high-end PC, this is not close to being a high-end PC. Now, for $800, most people would say, hey, yeah, I would go for that. But me, no, I would not go for that. Now, let me tell you why, okay? Ryzen 5 is not bad at all, but this Ryzen 5 is definitely the lowest of the Ryzens you can get. I think it's the first one. I'm not sure. Not really fond with AMD. Now, Ryzen 5 2600, I don't know how much that CPU goes for about, but I would not buy that for more than $300. Just saying, okay? I don't know how much it goes for. Not about to look it up. Whatever. Now, 16 gigabytes of memory. We're on to that next. 16 gigabytes of memory is not enough, okay? It is not enough, okay? It could be enough for certain games. Technically, it is enough for a lot of the games, but if you really want to be a gamer, definitely go to, 32 gigabytes of RAM. You're definitely going to want that, in my opinion. You want to be a gamer, you want to be a streamer, you want 32 gigabytes of RAM. But 16, I guess, can do, right? This is a budget build, I guess you could say, right? $800 worth of budget build. Me looking at this build reads budget build because of the parts. But this price is $800. So how can this be a budget build? But the parts are budgets, in my opinion. I don't know. See? Now, the price is very overpriced, in my opinion. But let's get on to the GPU. Now, the GTX 1660 Super is a pretty okay card, okay? I want to say it's good. It is good. But what do you want? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying here. What do you want? Do you want a 1660 Super? If I was on a super budget, I would get it. It'll get the job done. I don't know how much memory it has, as in VRAM in it for memory. I don't know how much it has. I'm guessing 6 gigabytes because the 1070 cards, I think they have like 8. I'm guessing 6 gigabytes. Maybe it could be 8. I don't know. But it is a budget card, I guess you could say. A higher end budget card, I guess you could say. I wouldn't get it, I'm good with a 1070. 1070 the 1070 will do its job, I have that in my streaming PC. If I were to upgrade a 1070 to a 1660 Super, is it worth it? Not drastically. I'm not gaming on that streaming PC, so why would I use it? I'm running a 2060 Super RTX card. Why would I get a 1660 super card. But that's what's in it. Also, 2 terabytes of hard drive and 240 gigabytes of SSD. The 240 gigabytes of SSD is not enough. Never go for 240. You need at least 500 gigabytes of SSD storage. Remember that. Now, next is obviously the 2 terabytes of hard drive storage. That's good. 2 terabytes of hard drive storage is good. Okay, that's perfect, honestly. Now you can lease this for $44 a month. Would you do that? Doesn't sound too bad. You'll be paying for an 18-month period though. But like I said, $800, that's too much for that build. So this is why I say don't buy this build. If you buy this build, you're gonna completely regret it. Honestly, you will completely regret it. I mean, you won't completely regret it, but you will regret it in the sense of, hey, I want to buy a new PC, and you know, I'm handed this PC, and you know, I'm gonna be able to run Fortnite, I'm gonna be able to run Apex, I'm gonna be able to play Call of Duty. But it's not gonna look at its best. It's not gonna look its perfect graphic form, you know? Yes, a 1660 Super and a Ryzen 5 2600 will help you out into getting a playable game. And it'll look good, but it will not look great. That's what I'm saying about this whole thing. It will not look great. It'll look good, but it won't look great. But what doesn't look good in 2020 in regards to PCs, you know? Ryzen 7 would be better with this build. 1660 Super is kind of reviving this whole thing. So Nathan, I would not buy this build. Now, I can point you into a direction to buy a certain build, right, Nathan? But what I'm going to say to you, man, is if you want to find the best build for you, okay, I can literally search one for you, but that'll be too easy, right? I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you're going for with your build, or, you know, if you have $1,000, whatever. Well, actually, you said you're trying to get a PC for $800, and that is $800. Personally, me, if it was coming from me, I would not buy this build, okay? I would look for something better at around that price, okay? Now, you can find PC parts anywhere, okay? Internet, next door neighbor. If they're selling something, somebody's selling something in your area, find an app, download it, look for that PC part. Look for that new Ryzen 7. Look for that new Intel i9 9900K. Get it for cheaper. Look for the new GPU. Get it for cheaper. Personally, in 2020, you should be using an RTX card. If you want to be a serious gamer, if you're really serious about PC gaming in general, you're going to want to use an RTX card, meaning 2060, 2070, 2080, 2080 Ti, or even 1080 Ti, GTX 1080 Ti, DTX 1080. Those are very good cards to this day. Older cards, but very good cards. So I can personally help you out by making another video talking about what you should actually be getting and, you know, searching it up for you, doing that handy stuff. But I kind of want you to do the research yourself. I want you to search up CPUs, whether it's YouTube or the internet, the best CPUs. And I want you to start from the best CPUs down to a budget CPU, and the best GPU down to a budget GPU. And figure it out. It's very easy. I did it myself. I just started doing gaming PC stuff 2.5 years ago. Finally got everything that I needed. Took me a while, but you know, I started from the top. I made myself go from the top down. Okay, I thought about doing everything from the top first, not the bottom. Because if you think about it, if you start at the bottom looking for budget PCs, they're not going to be worth anything 5 years later down the road. So why are you buying it? Why don't you just save your money, buy something higher end, and it still be worth it 5 years later? Think about that. That's pretty much it for this video. Nothing really too much to really say about this matter. Nathan, if you're watching this video, definitely go do your research, okay? Start with CPU and GPU. Find the best solution to your problems, okay? You want to go with a good CPU and also a good GPU, but your CPU always wants to be better, okay? That's always important. Always pick the best CPU over the GPU, but never think, hey, I need to budget my stuff. Just break it down. Pick the parts first. That's why I don't like buying pre-built PCs off the internet. They're always overpriced. Always overpriced. So what I should tell you, if you want to save your money, if you want to really get into actually playing PCs and having knowledge about it, don't buy a PC that's pre-built. Buy a PC by its parts. Trust me, it will pay off. Okay? And you'll love it. You'll love like building PCs and stuff. So yeah, pretty much it. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, please hit me up on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Natepushweights. DM me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.